Coming up on this week's episode of Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast, I give an amazing film review, Fraser talks about his weekend, I die, and more. All on this week's episode of... Help I'm Stuck in a Podcast! My name's Kai.
And my name is Fraser.
How are you doing, Fraser?
I'm tired. I'm so tired for some reason.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been yawning just talking about being tired. Yeah, are you? How about you?
I'm doing better than I was, that's for sure.
Are you tired?
No, I'm alright, you know.
Why not?
Well, I spent a whole day in bed the other day. I think that's, recovered me a bit, you know?
I want a day in bed.
Have a day in bed?
Okay, bye.
Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Kai Show.
What's on the Kai Show?
Oh, well, this week... we've got Kai's film review. We've got Kai talks about Fraser's weekend in Bristol. We talk about Kai being ill. We talk about vaccines and more, you know. It's all great. Amazing.
Wow.
So
this week's episode of The Kai Best Show.
So I want to do a quick, I apologise in advance sort of thing for everyone listening if I have the odd little cough, if I sound like shite today. I have been pretty ill a couple of days ago and I'm recovered almost fully, but it's still a tiny bit, but it's okay.
He is a trooper. He was gonna take the week off, but then he was like, I'm feeling better, so I was like, do you wanna? And he's like, yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yes, this is almost the Fraser Show.
Yay, welcome to the Fraser Show. Beep, 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 boop, boop. Don't know what the beeps are, to be honest.
Bicycle?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not? Were you awake when literally the entire internet went down?
Kind of. I saw notifications on my phone from people, that I've got notifications for on Twitter for, saying, Peppa Pig and stuff, you know, but I was not awake, no.
Oh, fair enough.
I think I woke up for 2 minutes, saw the notifications, I don't need to be awake.
It wasn't as bad as when
no,
the Cloudflare
I was awake.
I
know exactly why I knew this.
Oh?
My Discord, I've had it on online mode for the last week or two.
You have?
And I fell asleep on my laptop last night, yeah?
Yep.
So everyone in bloody Doggy Bakery, which is our group chat, were talking about it, and I kept hearing pop-pop, 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 and seeing the little messages pop up in the bottom right of my computer screen.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I know. That's the first reason I found out about it.
Yeah, fair enough. It wasn't as bad as when Cloudflare went down, because that affected loads of people. But no, this time round it was a company called Fastly, which kind of without going too technical with it, it's kind of the first layer before you get to a website. Some sites use it, some sites don't, and websites like Reddit, Twitch, even the UK government all went down because of Fastly going down, and it was down for about just over an hour. More importantly, emojis on Twitter went down.
No!
So you just read someone's tweet with emojis in it, and you just see big stacked up lines of word versions of the emojis instead. Crying with laughter face, but it would be with la ug hoot fa ki, and it would just be one big column of that. So tweets were 5 times, 10 times the normal length. Yeah, it was quite an interesting morning, but hey, it just seems to be. Actually, do you know what's really funny as well?
Go
on. So I'm not sure if it's something that Joe Lycett made up or anything, but he definitely tweeted about it. There's a Twitter account called @crapbroadband, and they've got the name National My Broadband Provider is Crap Day. So I think Joe Lycett has made this. He's also made a website, mybroadbandiscrapday.com. And literally, they've been counting down since May the 28th for today. 10 days and 14 hours till my broadband is crap day. 8 days and 13 hours till my broadband is crap day. 3 days and 14 hours till my broadband is crap day. And then this morning they tweet, it's happy my broadband is crap day. And then everything went down. And then they had to quote tweet saying, it's not us.
They got like the police knocking on their door in the morning like, fuck have you done?
Yeah. So it was just really, really good timing for them that literally the internet went down.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, we didn't even have that written down for this week, but hey, there we go.
You know what? I saw one thing today about that.
Go on then.
The Verge.
Yes.
Their website went down as well. So they posted one of their articles or whatever on a Google Doc.
Right. Yep.
But they didn't post it read only.
Oh no!
So someone kept editing it, and hold on, I got a screenshot of it here. It says vast chunks of the internet are offline because of faulty service provided by Verge staff, June the 8th, 2021. Yeah. Yeah. But just scattered across it as like, I am Daniel Walsh and Huey. I am Daniel Walsh. I am Daniel Walsh.
That's amazing.
That was one of the best things I think I've seen from it.
Oh, it looks like they've marked it as read only now, and they've returned it back to normal. But that is hilarious.
It was so funny to see. But yeah, that was a fun little morning of chaos.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I've been looking forward to something that you promised last week. Last week, you said that you were going to go and watch Cruella. And you said you're going to do a film review. And you said, 100%, as in you will definitely do it. So, we are all eager. How was Cruella?
Your my honest opinion of it, or?
Let's go with the 3 words opinion, so like the tagline, and then go with the in-depth opinion.
Alright, you ready?
Go for it.
I didn't see it.
What? All that? You didn't even see it? I mean, yeah, it makes sense. You were disastrously ill.
We went to go and see it, right? Because it was last Tuesday, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I think so.
Oh no, we filmed last Monday, and I was going to go see it on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, it came to Tuesday, and there was a little bit of traffic on the roads, because it was a really hot day down here. And I got there a little bit late. We went out for some, I think we got a drink or something like that. And we then decided, you know what, it's a really nice day. Let's not go to the cinema today, because I think the time was like 5:30 and we had about 10 minutes to get to the cinema. And by that point it would have been, the day would have ended. So we just went out for some food, and we had a really nice like burger from this like American diner sort of thing. And it was so good. We sat outside for it.
That sounds good.
And just had like a bit of a chill night, And then we were like, okay, well let's go see it on Friday instead. Because we were meeting up again on Friday, or we were meeting up again on Thursday and Friday. So Friday comes along, and we're driving back from like North London way, right?
Yeah.
Because we had a day out as well, and
you had
there was a day out.
Oh, for some reason it came through as gout on my side. And I was like, you had a what?
We had a gout.
That just didn't make sense at all. But yeah, hey, there we go. Because a gout is like swelling.
Yeah, we had a big gout. And when that happened, we started driving home. Like we left about 2:00, right? So
okay,
it is about a 2-hour drive from there back to Rosie's house. So we were like, okay, cool, that's fine. Like, give time for traffic as well. We should 3 hours, no problem. So we got to about 3 or 4 miles from the Dartford crossing, and all the roads stopped.
Oh no!
There'd been some like massive accident or something like that, and we were stuck in traffic at the Dartford crossing for 3 hours.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
My foot killed for like it took 3 hours for us to get 4 miles in our journey.
Oh god. See, at that point I would have just picked up the car, shoved it in my backpack and walked.
Yeah, I literally said we could have walked double that. Like,
Yeah,
we could have walked
definitely.
double that, like, at least. And we were like, okay, well, we got to get back because, you know, otherwise we're going to miss it. So as soon as we get through this, we just go. And we missed McDonald's because we were hungry as well. We missed McDonald's, and then we realised the sat-nav just, like, bumped the time up as well. I only kept the sat-nav on. I know where I'm going, but I kept it on just to be like, okay, well, if it's on, I know how long we've got, like, until we should be back, you know?
Yeah.
And the time just kept going up and up and up and up and up and up. And I was like, oh no. And we passed this McDonald's and we couldn't go, like, we couldn't turn into it or anything like that. So we had to wait for the next one, which was about 25 miles away. And we were still 3 or 4 miles from crossing the Dartford crossing. And it, like, the accident was, like, on the other side of the Dartford crossing. So we had to, like, you know, we had to just get over this big bridge to be able to do it. And yeah, it just didn't work. And by the time we finally got like over the Dartford crossing, it was like 6 o'clock. We left at 2.
Oh no.
We left at 2 o'clock, or just
That's
after 2
awful.
o'clock. And we were like, right, next services, we're stopping there. Fuck it. And we did go to the cinema that night as well, to be fair. And we saw A Quiet Place Part 2.
Nice.
Which was pretty good. So that was my Cruella film review.
Will you eventually watch it in the future?
Yeah. We were going to possibly watch it today, but because I'm, like, in recovery today.
Yeah.
And yesterday I was like, nah, we'll just skip it today. And we'll meet
Okay,
later
so
this week.
as with last week, I am copying the Cruella film
It
review.
won't be it won't be on next week. It will be probably the week after, if that.
Okay, so as with last week, but now for 2 weeks' time, I am copying it, so we'll get a Cruella film review on episode 22.
Hell yeah. So Fraser, I heard you've been up to something this week. What have you been doing?
I have. I destroyed my legs and feet.
Yeah?
That's it. That's all I did.
Sounds a bit kinky, go on.
Shoved under a steamroller. No, so I went into Bristol for the day this weekend. It was mainly a day where there was a few plans based on if the weather was going to be bad, because like the forecast originally was it's going to be a bit rainy and there's just going to be cloudy. So I was planning to like,
bit cloudy.
Yeah, exactly. And I was planning to do a few things based on that weather. But then it ended up being really fucking sunny and really warm. And I was like, okay, plans going out the window. It's just going to be a whatever happens day. So yeah, I went out to Bristol on Saturday. I met up with a friend and we went around and basically walked around Bristol for a lot of the day. Because we were originally going to do like mini golf, but then I was like, I don't want to do an indoor mini golf today, that would be horrible. And then I was like, oh, we could do bowling, but then it was that weather. It was really good weather. I was like, I don't want to do bowling on a day like today.
Exactly. This is like horrible. My Cruella film day.
Yeah,
nice weather.
Exactly.
Such good weather that you just don't want to do
it. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we were walking around. I was giving like the grand tour of Bristol, being like, "Oh yeah, this is here, this is that, this is that, this is what this is. Have a look at this graffiti, that sort of stuff." Because Bristol's got so much graffiti that it was like perfect photo opportunities and everything. So ultimately, the first like 4 hours of being together was literally just walking around, and that ultimately destroyed my legs. Put it this way, by the end of the day, so from I left the house at about 11:45 and I got into Bristol at like, let's say 1:45. Let's put it this way, I started that day then and I came back home at 10:15. I did 24,000 steps.
Ooh.
Which is a hell of a lot. That's probably a 24 times increase from my average day. Obviously less than that probably, but my phone records that anyway. So yeah, it was an absolutely jam-packed walking day. But we did actually end up going mini golf in the evening because there's this mini golf course that I didn't even realise was in Bristol, where it's actually all based outdoors. and it's a new one, and it was really, really cool looking. It was really clean. It was based on like a whole outside adventure Congo Falls kind of theme. With snakes and animals and safari stuff, and oh my god, it was really, really good.
For some reason, you saying snakes and animals, you seen that TikTok where it's like shapes and colors?
Oh yeah.
For some reason, it reminded me of that. Snakes and animals.
I'm not going to use a kaleidoscope. I'm not 10 anymore. Shapes and colors.
Shapes and colors. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I completely interrupted that, but that's what it reminded me of.
Nah, fair enough. I can see where you're coming from. Anyway, ultimately, I lost that game of mini golf.
Loser.
By 9.
Loser.
Yeah. Oh my god. That mini golf course was cursed. It didn't like me playing. Let's put it that way. There was one hole where oh my god, this is hilarious. There was one hole where I had noticed a shortcut. Yeah. You know how some holes have like little side things where if you notice it, then it's going to benefit you a lot. If you don't notice it, then it's, you've missed out probably, and you just need to do the course as normal. Yep. There was one where I was going second that hole, and I was like, oh, I've noticed something. So I just said, like, just to keep it fair, hey, if you have a look around, can you see anything? And then she was like, no, not really. It's just downhill, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, well, is there anything that could help you? And he's like, no, I'm not too sure.
I wouldn't even say that.
Like,
I would have just gone for it,
Oh yeah,
like,
but I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted to have fun with it. So I was trying to tease a little bit, like, oh, can you see anything? Anyway, ultimately the answer was no, and I was like, okay, well, just go ahead then. Basically, let's put it this way: the shot was so bad that she accidentally hit it into the water, which took you into the shortcut, and got a hole in one. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because at this point I was behind by like 6 points, and I was like, for fuck's sake, this could literally have been the hole where I could have recovered points. So she accidentally hit it into it and got a hole in one. I was like, for fuck's sake. Anyway, so I did it intentionally, and there's a video of me hitting it into this water. And then it went into the hole, and I was like, oh, here we go, I'm gonna get a hole in one, because I'd not got a hole in one at all at this point, whereas this is her second hole in one. I was like, here we go, first hole in one. Came out the end, just missed. Just my luck. It misses on a pretty much guaranteed hole in one hole. It fucking missed. And I was like, what the fuck? Bear in mind there was kids around. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then we just started wetting ourselves. Anyway, really good course. I lost by 9. We also had a Wagamama in the evening as well.
I saw. I can't remember if it was you that sent it or her. I can't remember.
It was
you. And I was like...
It was delicious. So good.
Great.
Oh, definitely. I cannot wait to I want to go through the whole menu.
Yeah.
But I just need the time and the company to go through the whole menu.
Yeah,
of course I wouldn't do anything with like prawns and stuff. If you have like a few people
there, like if you have like 8 people there or something like that, each get something different, you can kind of just rotate your bowls around.
That is so true.
Yeah.
I am taking sign-ups. If anyone wants to go to Wagamama's and order a shit ton of bowls, there's a Google Docs in the description of this podcast.
when we have our barbecue day or whatever, there's a Wagamama like town over from here.
Perfect, we're going.
And
wait, but then that defeats the whole point of barbecue.
Well, yeah, but like we'll go like we can have the barbecue like at night, and we can go Wagamama's for lunch.
That is a good point.
Yeah. See.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Boy.
Big smarts. I don't have the big smarts, as you can tell.
Yeah, I am the big smarts.
Anyway, so yeah, that was my weekend in Bristol. My legs and everything have recovered now, good. Which is great. As per usual, when doing steps of that amount, I got 3 blisters. Wahey! Which are not nice, but luckily they're small, so it doesn't really matter this time.
Yeah, so like not too bad.
Whereas the first time I did a massive amount of steps, which was last year. Like end of August. They were absolutely fucking massive. But let's not talk about that because we know they're gross.
Well, I'm glad you had a lovely weekend, Fraser.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good. Talking of grossness, though, you said you were ill and everything. So what actually, what was your illness all about? What were you experiencing?
So at first, I was like, "Fuck, I've got coronavirus." that was like the first thing that came to my head. Like,
yeah,
about I don't know. It was on probably like Wednesday or Thursday last week, I started to get like this small cough, you know, like not too often, but like just a
yeah,
sort of thing every now and then. So I got like some throat sweets, had a couple like drinks or whatever that like meant to help your throat and stuff. And I was like, okay, it started to go away. And then Thursday, it wasn't too bad Thursday. Friday it was fine as well. It was kind of when it came to the evening on Friday, it started to get worse. And I was like, well, fuck, I've got coronavirus. That was like what was coming into my head. At first I was like, it's just a little cough, it's fine. And I didn't have coronavirus, thankfully. Had 2 tests, both negative. So that's
good
great.
News.
I had one and I was like, I'll have another one just in case. Like the next day. And also came back negative, which is good because that relates to something later that I can talk about. And yeah, I don't really know what's happened, but I was bedridden all of Saturday. No, all of Sunday. And half of Saturday. Like I felt fine on Saturday. It's just I was very kind of out of energy, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
Which was bad. But Sunday came along and I was the only one home, so Coda didn't even get to like go out at all that whole day, like properly. Obviously I let him out to do his business quick, and I had a bath, and like I made sure to have a bath because it was just so like cooling and like nice on your skin and stuff. You know when like you're ill and you have a bath and you're like, this is nice.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
So I like purposely had one like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just so I could like really like recover like that. And Monday came along, I started to like feel much better like throughout the day, and then by the evening I was pretty much back to normal. And you can tell now the only thing I've really got is a bit of like a sniff, the odd tiny like very odd cough, and yeah, that was pretty much it. And like I was terrified, like I've given something to Rosie, obviously. I'd also seen like a couple of her friends the other day, and I was like terrified they might have caught it, but none of them have caught it, so that's fine. But I know a couple of my friends around here have had the exact same thing that I've had, so it must be just like some local bug or something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that was
nasty
fun.
stuff.
But at least it's not COVID.
That is a massive reassurance. But talking of COVID though, yeah, do you want to spread the good news before I explode?
Vaccines! Guess who's getting their vaccine literally as this episode releases? Me!
You!
I'm getting my first one tomorrow! Or today!
You bloody lucky shit.
Yeah. They sent a bunch of texts to people, and I was like, well, I didn't get a text, so I called them. And yeah, booked in, and getting my first one. It's the Pfizer one. Very excited for it, because that also means that I get my second one either the beginning of August, end of August, or the first couple of days of September.
It's all literally this will literally be the only time in your life where you'll be excited for vaccinations.
Yeah, literally. Like I'm so ready for it as well. Like I've been going on that like booking thing or whatever through the NHS site constantly. I even tried it when my friends were like, I got a text message, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try and book it, and it just still didn't do it. So I was like, oh,
didn't work. Yeah. Fair enough.
And yeah, I was gonna call the doctors anyway to be like, hey, can you like, is there anything you can do to like, I can get to like help like what I've got right now? And they were like, yeah, just do this.
Great. Well, that's that then. So
I was like, okay, cool. And then I asked them about the vaccinations. They're like, yeah, there's we can do you on Wednesday. And I was like, yes.
That's good news. Well,
so
GG, you've managed to get it in. And
I managed to get it before you, and you're older.
I know. It's a bit of a pain in the ass at the moment, because the good news is they're rolling out to everybody who's 25 years old and over, which is great.
Me being 21.
And it just seems that everybody else that we know at the moment is managing to get it early, except for me. Yeah,
I think Rosie's not been offered one yet either.
But Rosie's, I can't remember, 19?
19, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm 23.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I reckon you should have yours in the next couple of days. Jack and Becky both got theirs today.
So, yeah, they've got theirs early. Aiden's got his text to go and grab his early. Sherry's got her text to grab hers early.
No,
Hello?
I think she.
Where's my local GP? Get your head out your ass, please.
Yeah, I think you'll get it probably either later this week or next week.
I know it's going to be soon anyway, because we're down to 25 years old, so like I'm pretty close. But at the same time, it is equally like as annoying. I tweeted out on Twitter today, I can't believe I'm getting FOMO over vaccines.
Yeah, I saw.
Because like I'm happy for people that's like getting it, obviously, but at the same time, I'm like, well,
where's mine?
Of course, it's just my luck that I'm not getting it. Like, where's my early text? Can I get involved now? And so it's a bit of a it's not a kick in the teeth, but it's like, I'm a good person. I've isolated for 1.5 years. Fair enough. Literally. Give me my shitting vaccine. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. You'll have to. Do you know what? Hold on, vaccine review. That's next week.
Yeah, I can do that next week.
There we go. So if you want the lowdown for what a vaccine is like, although you've probably already had yours yourself, then Kai will give you the full review next week.
You know what's really annoying, right?
What's that?
Obviously, I cancelled like doing anything today and tomorrow, or today and yesterday, because of being like ill, and I'm so hoping this vaccine just, it goes in my arm and does not give me any like bad side effects, because we're meant to be going out on Friday to Brighton for the day,
right? Yeah,
like we're purposely not booking like anything at the moment, just because if I suddenly go like, oh, I'm dying again, like what am I gonna do then? Like that's a whole like couple of days that we haven't done anything, and I don't want to go and book anything because of it. So I'm hoping it doesn't like give me any bad effects. It shouldn't do, but
yeah, just do it on the day or something, or like the day before. Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do if I'm all right in the evening on Wednesday, then I'm probably gonna be all right Thursday, Friday.
That's for sure.
Like mindset there.
Hey, that's a good plan. That'll be exciting to go to Brighton.
Yeah, it's not too far, so nice day out. It's meant to be really nice. So
lovely. Well, enjoy.
Thanks. All right, it's secret word time, everyone. Whoop, 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 whoop. We didn't do one last week for some reason. I think we just completely forgot about it. But we did one the week before. And that one the week before was vet. And Fraser,
because Coda was going to the vets.
Yeah. So who said vet, Fraser?
We had Peter and Kai, who actually very formally wrote the word vet in his tweet. He said, Dear Fraser and Kai, I'm writing to happily inform you that vet. Yours faithfully, Kai2 Electric Boogaloo.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Oh, well, thank you guys for doing the secret word. This week's secret word is pretty interesting, I'd like to say. Just, you've got to tweet us at Stuck in a Podcast to at Stuck in a Podcast. Nice and simple.
So it'll make you look a little bit stupid, to be completely honest, because you're tweeting at Stuck in a Podcast to at Stuck in a Podcast. And like there's nothing else to it. So tweet at Stuck in a Podcast to at Stuck in a Podcast, and you've done your job. Well done. Sounds so weird now we say it.
It does a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, one last thing for this week's episode. We're going to talk about something that's just come out today as we're filming this, so the 8th. Fraser, would you like to take it away?
The Minecraft 1.17 update is now available.
What's your opinion on it?
I mean, I haven't actually played it yet, but they've added so much. It looks like this is a massive content update. It's been a while since their big content update last time. And it seems like, obviously, the last couple of years they've been taking the iterations of versions a lot more seriously.
Yeah.
So when there is a content update, it is a massive content update. So they've added a bunch of new blocks, including raw iron, copper, gold, candles, lava cauldrons, lightning rods, They've added some new mobs. They've added the axolotl, the goat, and the shitty glow squid. They've also added the spyglass and tinted glass, which I'm interested to see what tinted glass is, because we've already got dyed glass. So that'll be interesting. They've changed some game mechanics as well. One of the ones which is quite interesting, and I can see causing lag issues in the future if people manage to find out how to abuse it, is a shulker hitting a shulker with a shulker bullet can make a new shulker.
Oh.
So it's like mitosis, or whatever it's called.
Right, that's weird.
Or osmosis, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one which like constantly spreads. So if you have a shulker hit a shulker, then you make a new shulker, and then you've got 3 shulkers, and then if a shulker hits a shulker, and then it hits a shulker, then you've got like 5 shulker. You know, you get the idea. There's a lot of new shulkers that can be made. There's also been a bunch of new changes as well, like just general performance changes, such as like experience orbs now bunch up a lot more to each other. But the one that is also a lot more interesting, that I'm really interested to see that they've done it, but I think a lot of people will be really happy to hear that they've done it. Minecarts and rails now work in water.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, that's quite interesting to see that they've included that. It's not really realistic, so like, I mean, not that a lot of Minecraft is realistic anymore, but it's not really a real thing. But that'll be interesting to see what people can make out of that now. There's a bunch of new achievements and advancements as well. There's one called Whatever Floats You Goat for floating in a boat with a goat, which I really, really like.
Nice.
And a bunch more. Yeah, the main thing is that I'm really happy about is axolotls. They're so exciting, and I cannot wait to see an axolotl in the wild.
Interesting.
I think cool. What I might do at some point is I might do a 1.17 stream just to explore the new features. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that over on twitch.tv/FraserIRL.
Hell yeah. You know what, I really kind of wish they saved pushing this part out until the rest of it was done.
Oh yeah, because there's still quite a few things they've missed out, haven't they?
Yeah, like I was really excited for that like big cave creature. I think it was called the Warden or something like that. Like that was like the biggest thing I was ready for in this update, and it's not out until the next part, which is a bit
and
annoying.
The next part isn't coming for like, what was it, end of this year or next year?
I think it's next year. Hold on.
Yes, it's a very long time away.
Of caves and cliffs. Hold on. Holiday season 2021 apparently.
So hopefully we'll see it over Christmas, but if not, then
I kind of wish they just saved the whole thing until towards, you know, November, December sort of time. Yeah,
I agree. It would have been better to release it all in one go. But hey, I guess it makes sense at the same time to keep people interested. Well, it keeps people interested because people always like drop off when there's
I suppose
no updates for a while.
I think the weird thing for me is when, you know, they've released the Caves and Cliffs update, but like for me that Warden thing was like a massive part of the Caves part, which has been like most of the focus of this version by the looks of it, right? Yeah. So for that not to be in it just feels a little bit odd. Yeah, no, I totally see where you're coming from. But oh well, wait and see, I guess. It will need to wait. Yeah, I don't really know what's like coming with that part, but who knows? But whenever there's more news, we shall let you know on another episode of the podcast. Hell yeah. So thank you everyone for listening to this week's episode of If you enjoyed, be sure to leave us a little follow and also turn those notifications on so you don't ever miss one of these. They're out every Wednesday at 6 PM. As always, follow us on Twitter at Stuck in a Podcast, also our personals at FraserIRL and at Kairos Best. Same pretty much everywhere for like all of our things at this point. I think that's, I don't know what else to say, Fraser. I think that's it. I think you got it. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, anything else you need to add? No, not really. Happy birthday, Mum. Happy birthday, Kai's mum. And remember, don't die. Bitch. It sounds like we're saying it to your mum. We're not saying it to your mum. Happy birthday, we're not saying it to my mum. But honestly, Mum, don't die. Thank you.